From where I get to sit, I get to hear all the conversations that are happening, with the engineers and the team and Alan, and just, trying to figure out, how many tires to take, where to line up, all those things, and, every decision you make, can either lose your positions or gain your positions. I don't know that we thought we could win from 10th, but they had, they went with fresh tires. They got a couple cautions. I think those tires were obviously, big and paid off. And that last restart, just everything kind of went the way that Chase needed it to. He got a big run off the top, down 1 and 2, and big run down the back straightaway. And he just maintained the momentum. And of course, then we all saw what happened there with Denny and Bubba, and he was just, put himself in the right position, had the tires to have the grip to be able to get back to the gas early and run that bottom line and kind of duel it out with Denny to the line. So I was sitting on the 9 box for these guys and couldn't be more proud. That was, you go through the race and you go through, a lot with these guys because they brought a good race car, they qualified good, they were running up front, getting good stage points all day. But then you're looking at the points, and it's just going back and forth. And my favorite part was what Alan said to Chase on that last restart, and something about the cut line, because he kind of mentioned something about if Bubba wins, and Chase acknowledged it, and then he said something else about like screw the cut line. And so I love the way that it all turned out. That put a big smile on my face. But I'm a little hoarse because I celebrate my boy AG. I love this guy, and I love watching him do his thing, and especially when they have success.
And we've now been joined by Alan Gustafson, winning crew chief of the number 9 Hendrick Motorsport Chevrolet. Alan, also going to ask the same question to you. We were talking about how Chase went from 10th to 1st in that NASCAR overtime. Kind of talk us through your strategy. What was going through your head?
Yeah, it was. We had a really good short run car and had a really good day up to that point, and kind of knew there with that last caution we were going to restart about 10 to go that I felt like having 4 tires was going to be an advantage over that run, and then we got a couple quick cautions and got shuffled back and didn't get the restarts we needed, so that was tough. And certainly, as Jeff was mentioning, Bubba was up there in transfer position, which really hurts us in the points, and things weren't going our way. And then Chase had a great restart of the last one, and really could show the pace of our car, and got outside of William and made some moves to 1-2 and great run down the back. And it was an amazing finish. Those are these finishes that come down. That we were in that one. I don't know what year that was, but the one that Kyle beat the 17, and we were right there in the middle of that one. And it's like they're just crazy, right? So super proud and happy that it went our way, and we kind of knew coming in that our car was going to short run. We just had to take advantage of that, and it was awesome to do that.
All right, we're going to open it up for questions. We will start with Bob and then go to Jenna.
Bob Parker, Fox Sports. Jeff, have you been able to figure out your teams this year? Just the performance has been strong, but then there seems to be dips. Just how would you evaluate, and how would you evaluate what you saw today from, not just from Chase, but from William and Kyle?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are just grinding it out week in and week out. I mean, there's so much pressure on them in the playoffs, and I think obviously the Fords have some real strengths, especially the Penske's at certain tracks, and the Toyotas have so you saw that today. They were very, very strong in the longer runs, and but I love just the fight that our guys have, and their work, the way they work together to try to learn from one another and just keep pushing the envelope and putting themselves in position. And I think we realize we're on our heels a little bit, and days like today make it even sweeter because it's a team victory. It's just never give up, and you put yourself in position all day long, and then you got to have some things go your way. That's exactly what happened with the 9 team today. I mean, the 24 was the one, right, that was kind of eye-opener today. They were pretty far off, but they come out here with the top 10 because they didn't give up either. So that one's got us scratching our heads, and we'll go back and diagnose kind of what they went through and why they were in that position. But just glad they pulled a good finish together there to get the points they needed. But yeah, I mean, I just think in general, this car, it's, you know, and Alan can attest to it far more. And I mean, you're talking thousandths of an inch that make the difference sometimes between, you know, qualifying in the top 5 and qualifying 15th to 20th. And it just doesn't take much to miss it. And, you know, I think that, you know, that's what we're dealing with. It's just inconsistencies there because you're just playing with hairs, and when you miss it, it can really make you look like you're having a bad day. I mean, the 24 is a good, you know, example of that. I mean, you know, they tried a couple things, and all of a sudden they look like the car just came to life all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Go ahead, Jenna.
Jennifer, for both of you, I fully understand that anything can happen, and that's why you run the races. But with 2 laps to go, 5 Toyotas out front, Chase is in 8th. Did you guys really think that he could win this race?
No. No, I mean, I didn't think that, you know, I'm not like, oh damn, we got a good shot, you know, like. So yeah, I mean, you're like, I was frustrated because I did think we could win the race. The way it transpired at the end of the race was what I felt like we needed to win. The 11 was better than us all day. The 20 was better than us all day. We needed to have an advantage over them to beat them, right? Like, so we needed to line up with some advantage to beat those guys. So when the caution came out and they took 2, the 11 didn't execute the pit stop, right? He's in the back. We're next to him on 4 tires. At that point in time, yes, I thought we should win this race. And then a couple restarts didn't go our way. And then, yeah, you get a little frustrated, obviously, and then the percentage of winning decreases. And did I think that we had a great shot there? No. But leading up to that first restart, yes. So, but then things went our way, right? He got a great restart, and yeah, when you clip off through your corner, then you can get there pretty quick.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Front Stretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Front Stretch fans can use promo code FRONTSTRETCH to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay, stay rewarded.
Steven Stump of FrontStretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.